Alright guys, we're going to do this kind of impromptu. I'm just doing it on my phone because I haven't started my page yet, but wanted to try to document everything that we've done. So I already did the top. I'll post pictures of what it looked like when I got it, but we got the top on. I've got the pull out or the window, unzippable windows, so not really anything special there, but wanted to show how to do the window felts real quick. So I just did the driver, so I didn't look like an idiot doing this one. But basically, just gonna grab a screwdriver and something to protect my beautiful paint, because, well, you guys will hear the story about the paint later. But anyways, let me show you what we're doing here. So basically, I'm just pulling that old sock down like so I can get into those tabs. Pull the outside up first on one end, and then just work your way down, getting up underneath that, and then popping those clips as we work our way down. I've already checked to make sure the new ones fit. One thing real important here is don't pry on the glass. I learned that on an old Volkswagen I had. The edge of the glass is very easy to fish-eye. Basically just, I'm going to do it here right while I'm talking about it. But basically, when you get to that last one, you can work it up just like that. Pop that one off. Now, I think it probably makes it a lot easier to pull the inside felt when you have the outside one off to give yourself enough room. You could probably do it without that, but anyways, just get the screwdriver in there. Again, you could use something plastic, would be better, is the actual tools for it. But you're just going to put a screwdriver in there. I'm kind of prying down from below, but work your way down. Open those up. There's 4 of those little spring clips. And pop that off. Go to the end, pull that up, just rotate that one out. The end here, the very end is a little tight just because the glass is still poking up there. So we're going to grab our new one. As far as I can tell, these there's not a front and a back, or a passenger and a driver's side. They seem to be pretty much the same. I did notice, let me show if you can see this, one end is beveled and the other end, well, this one's beveled too. The other one was straight and straight, but you definitely want to get that beveled edge up just to get it as far up as possible. And then we're going to go to the back side. Now I can see, you guys will get the story about this car, the Samurai, later, but my brother painted this when he was still around, and he most likely, when he was putting the old one back in after he painted, he scratched that right there, because that's right in line with where the spring is. So to make sure that doesn't happen, let's do it from this side so we can make sure and pull that as far away as possible, and then just get that lined up. I think you guys can see that. So get that one lined up and get it in the hole. Don't push it in all the way, but get it in the hole started, and then get the second one lined up. Get the third one lined up, I think you can see, and the fourth one's lined up. So once they're all lined up, it's pretty easy, but probably the best way to do it is just get the head of your screwdriver right on that spring, push it in, it'll pop, lock just like that, and then just work your way down. They lock pretty good, you can tell when they're in. So now that I can get my finger in there, do it like that. Now again, if you had the outside on already, you wouldn't be able to do that with your finger. So the advantage of doing it that way. So now the outsides, and again we're going to come to the opposite side. So these little spring doohickeys have a little tab. That tab goes over and into this slot right here. So again, probably best to go from the tightest corner being the end of the door, and make sure everything lines up before you do it. I mean, most of these parts are probably Chinese at this point, but I always hope that they're better than that. But get it lined up in that notch on the outside. So we got a little issue here with that one, and I think I can probably just slide it down a little bit with my fingernail. Yeah, that seemed to do it. So get that one lined up. So it's in the slot, that one's in the slot, that one's in the slot. Now, I noticed on the other side I went down without lining them all up first, and by the time I got to this end I was off a little bit and they went down. You can kind of see this one's going not in the slot, it went behind it. So get them all lined up nice and tight. So this one might need a little trimming there on the end, but I'm going to leave it long to just try to get it as tight as I possibly can. And okay, so they all just, now I think they just popped in, but the whole thing popped out. So again, shaky camera. This is not the camera that I'm going to use for making the rest of my videos, but like I said, I'm not totally set up yet, and I wanted to get this for you guys. So now it's lined up. Again, just work on one end, making sure that when you do this one, that the next couple are on, because you don't want to pull it off. There's a piece of metal inside this, and it'll crease if you have to pull it off. So got those. Now this one, okay, that one's in, and I'm sure this one's in. So we go nice and tight all the way around. That one's a little up still, but boom, we are fully engaged. I haven't got the new felts. Ideally, you'd probably do the felts, these, because these things are all choated up. It's like I can scrape them and they're brittle. So those need to get replaced. But that definitely got those gaps out. So now, when we get the new handle on there, roll up, it's coming up nice and tight. Again, without those felts, these windows sag, and they need that felt as they go up to guide them to keep them nice and tight coming up. If not, they'll come up crooked. You can see here it's coming out of the channel. So these scrapers on the bottom just keep it from rattling when you close it, but those felts are actually what guide it. So I don't know, this video probably sucks. You guys will probably fucking hate it, but if anybody needs to know, that's how it goes. Now, when I close the door, I don't have that crazy rattle of the glass. So, bonus. Bonus, bonus, bonus. One other thing. So I just got this project like a couple weeks ago. And one of the first things that we had to do, none of the exterior doors were working. And so I just bought a replacement set of doors or handles, and I bought the whole kit. Well, this crap that I bought, Chinese stuff, again, I'm sure, but it's all plastic. Well, the original stuff that I pulled off was plastic, so I didn't notice it, but these handles that came are plastic. And if you look at the original, well, this one was a replacement, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to fucking snap. But the originals were supposed to be metal. Let me go around to the other side. So the original ones that came are all aluminum. And so they're going to last a lot longer. This was the passenger side that hadn't broke. The driver's side had broke and gotten replaced with a plastic one. And I didn't even realize that there was plastic and aluminum. But I'm going to make sure and get an aluminum driver's side and do it right. In the meantime, they work, but you just have to open from that side. Wouldn't open from the weak side because it doesn't fucking do shit. But that's what I got for now, guys. I'll probably eventually post this on my YouTube page. Anyways, have a nice evening.